Hey everyone, it's Ed Conarchy. Welcome back to Conarchy's Money Corner. This is my YouTube channel where I educate viewers on how to handle their money decisions financially and avoiding making those money decisions emotionally, because emotional money decisions usually don't end well. First, I want to thank everyone that reached out to me last week after I announced that I am back to recording these Conarchy's Money Corner videos on a regular basis. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. It was great to hear from everyone. So keep sending those great notes and comments to me. It encourages me to continue to do these videos. And as I announced last week, I want to help you answer your money questions. So if you do have a money question that concerns money, if it's got a dollar sign anywhere around it, let me know. I'll be glad to answer that question for you so that you make the best financial decision possible. So leave me a comment, send me an email, call me, however you want to do that. Contact me so that I can get your question and answer your money question too. Several people reached out to me with several money questions after last week. It was great hearing from all of them. So I have several Conarchy's Money Corner videos to record with the topics and the questions that have already been asked to me. So be on the lookout for those as the weeks come. I want to start with a question that was asked to me as a follow-up from last week's topic. Last week, if you haven't seen it yet, I explained why it is financially better to put your extra monthly discretionary money into diversified investments versus using that money to pay down your mortgage. So this week's question follows up on that topic. Brandon asks, with these high interest rates on mortgages, is the take a big long mortgage at 80% of your home value, cash out refinance, and invest that into the market still the best play? Well, first of all, great question, Brandon. I'm glad you asked that. And some people will be surprised by my answer here. What Brandon is talking about is this dramatic run up in mortgage interest rates over the past year. Over the past year, 30-year fixed mortgage rates that were in the 3s a year ago have now more than doubled and are into the 6s. And with the last couple of days after the Fed announcement, are now even flirting with the 7s. So should someone take cash out and do a cash out refinance on their home and take that mortgage where they pull that money out of their home, out of their home's home equity, and invest that money into the stock or the bond market? Brandon, the answer to that for most people would be no. And ironically, it would have been no even a year ago when mortgage rates were much lower. And that may surprise you. It may surprise a lot of people that are listening to this. But it's important to note here that I am a licensed investment advisor. And with that comes oversight by Finra. Finra is the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. In a notice to members from Finra, and the notice is actually 04-89, it says, and I quote, members are reminded that recommending liquefying home equity to purchase securities may not be suitable for all investors. And investing liquefied home equity presents unique risks and also may present certain conflicts. So even with a low mortgage rate, it is something that Finra is concerned about, let alone today with interest rates that have more than doubled over the last 12 months. It really questions that practice. The big risk I see with doing this is the big bet you were making, that you take out a big chunk of money out of your home and invest all that money into the market at once. Murphy's Law would be that if you did that, the market will crash the day after you doing that, right? So instead of doing that and making a big one-time bet, do it monthly like I talked about in the last video and take advantage of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is the practice of systematically investing equal amounts of money at regular intervals, regardless of the price of the market. So take that extra monthly discretionary money and invest it regularly, in this case, monthly, versus paying down your mortgage. Therefore, you will reduce the overall impact of price volatility, and we've seen a lot of that lately, and lower your average cost of investing, and lowering the odds of buying that market high and then having the market fall after you put the money into it. And this is what I have a favorite quote, and this is a great piece on a summary of this. Warren Buffett says, "It is better to be approximately right than precisely wrong when handling your money, that you need to avoid making big bets with your money. And remember, investing is not gambling." So if you have a lot of equity in your home, stay away from doing a cash out refinance to invest that all into the market at one time, especially with the recent higher mortgage interest rates. So I hope that helps. And I want to thank you, Brandon, for your questions. And remember to let me know if you have a specific money question yourself. I will talk to you next time on Conarchy's Money Corner. Have a great day.